Kia ora and welcome back to the BEIA Be On Air podcast series here at Meetings 2026. We have had some amazing guests so far and we are in for another treat. We're sitting here with Kylee Daniel, Head of Marketing at the Sands in the Hokianga. Welcome, Kylee.
Kia ora, Hayley.
Tell us about the Sands and why are you bringing the Sands and any information and the story of it to Meetings in 2026?
Sure. Well, the Sands has gone through a number of iterations over the years. It's been a copthorn back in the day and it's been the Heads, and it's the Sands now. It's been the Sands for about 2 or 3 years, and we're reinventing the Sands. We're growing it into a place where it's a retreat, a cultural retreat. And when I say retreat, it's just a place to stay longer, not an overnight stay, moving from being accommodation-led to being experience-led, destination-led, which is why we lead with Hokianga, people and place first, then product. Yeah.
And that, I guess, is something that you can bring your old life into. Were you the head of Māori tourism?
No, I was Director of Partnerships at New Zealand Māori Tourism, so we worked very closely with BIA previously and supported them on their 10-year strategy. Also worked with Tourism New Zealand as well, so yeah.
And so what kind of experience can a business traveller and someone who's putting on events get at the Hokianga?
Oh, man. It's a place where you stop. It's a place where you have space. It's a place to connect with others, connect with yourself. It's not a rush through, come in, although there's lots of things to do. We've got lots of cultural experiences with Mania, Footprints of Kupe, so that tells the story of Kupe. We've got Footprints Waipawa, which is Tāne Mahuta. That's the story of Tāne Mahuta, the creation story, and then just talks around what the iwi and doing around the environmental sustainability and looking after the kauri ongoing. We've got harbour experiences, so we have a boat which is a 20 packs, and from October we will be doing transfers across to the sand hills where you can go standboarding and we can do sunset dinners. We've got lots of things there, and we're building a wellbeing spaces, so bringing in a sauna, ice bars on the waterfront. We've got a state-of-the-art gym. Yeah.
What a beautiful environment to be working
Very
from.
Exciting. It's beautiful. And, like the last week, we've had the most incredible sunsets. Like I've got a photo on my stand. I took it from my phone the other night. It's amazing. It's just beautiful.
And so that's the kind of thing you are selling here. And this is your first year at Meetings as an exhibitor.
It is.
What is the difference? I mean, how is the experience different for you on the other side of the coin?
Yeah, I think in my previous role when I was at New Zealand Māori Tourism, we were here supporting operators, talking to BIA, to Tourism New Zealand. I spent a lot of my time back then talking around what a cultural experience is and just the differences between a cultural experience and how to immerse culture into experiences, into events. This year as an exhibitor with the Sands, it's exciting because I get to reintroduce Hokianga and the Sands, and actually it's quite unknown. So it's not your usual place to go. So it's exciting. We've had lots of really great feedback, and I think people are pretty interested in coming to this.
Do you have any big goals for these next 2 days?
For the next 2 days, to survive, my voice to survive. Yeah. But look, it's all for us. It's about awareness. We've come in hot. We're serious, and we're here to deliver. So I guess it's just building that awareness and building that trust.
You've worked in the past in sports events, so you're not new to the events space, of course, but business events is a new thing for you. What's the difference there? Is there a difference? And what can you bring from sports events, say, into these business travellers?
Oh, yeah, okay. So, look, I mean, an event's an event, whether it's large or small. It's the same type of organisation. I mean, this in itself is a major event, meetings. There's a lot of coordination. In terms of sport and tourism and business, I mean, they're all combined. I mean, and you would know this from your own sporting days, but there's so many analogies that you can use in sport, that you use in business. You talk about leadership, you talk about resilience. It's all there. And it's also selling an experience. When you go to a sport now, it's the experience. It's not just the game and the field and the players. It's the experience around it. And I think that's what business events are. You come here to a trade show, but there's lots of exciting. So I had a beautiful opening ceremony last night, and it's the experience around it and creating those spaces for people to connect.
So you obviously bring a lot of knowledge from working with Māori tourism, but you've also got your own Māori culture, whakapapa.
Yes.
Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, look, well, actually, the reason I'm up in Hokianga is because I feel like I got called home. My father became unwell earlier this year. He's on the mend. But I was asked if I wanted to come up and work up there. I whakapapa through Hokianga, through Ngāpuhi, Ngāti Hine and Te Roroa, which I'm very proud of. So, yeah, it's just beautiful. I actually feel like I'm home when I'm up there. So I feel very fortunate that I get to live and work up there. And, for me, it's not a job, it's a wānanga. I'm learning all the time from the people, the place. So, yeah.
We obviously incorporate Māori culture into a lot of our tourism, into our event space. Is that something that you're proud of? Are we doing it right? Could we be doing it better?
Yeah, good Patai, good question. I think we can always do it better. We can always do it better. I think one thing that, if I could give a takeaway, is that culture isn't something you watch. So it's not just the performance, it's the feeling that you get. And there's not one type of culture here. Like Rotorua does culture beautifully, and they do performing beautifully, but you don't get that everywhere you go. So I think the thing about traveling and going to different regions is you learn different things from different people, and we don't all look the same. We don't all have the same stories. We've got different stories. We've got different places to talk about. And, a cultural experience can be a performance. It can be a hangi, but it can also just be meeting somebody in the street, or hearing a story or going to a place that feels as a significant place. So culture is a lot of things. So it's hard to define it, and I don't think we should. I think we should just, lean into the regions, lean into whakapapa, lean into the stories of those people and places.
So that's our innate culture. We've got brand new culture in New Zealand, such as Hobbiton, and they call us Middle Earth now, apparently. Have you seen the Hobbiton stand?
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. I don't think anyone else wants to put in for the, best exhibit here. I think they've taken it. It's amazing. It's amazing. Yeah, beautiful.
Does coming to a trade show like this sort of inspire you? And are there things that you actually want to go and see too? Quite apart from trying to get people to come and visit the Sands.
Oh, I haven't actually moved far from my stand other than to come here. But look, you're always learning. You see new things and new people, and it's a surprise and delight. You discover something new. So I'll be trying to do a wander around at some point so I can see. And some of it's just around partnerships and how can you collaborate. We don't just sit in isolation and just look after ourselves. It's how you can work with others, because as a traveller, or you don't just stay in one place. People like to go to different places, so we can work together and collaborate. I think there'd be something special there.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. So you could be like sending some of your guests on to your preferred.
We couldn't send them down to the Bay of Plenty.
Sure.
Yeah, and look, and even like these big conferences that come through in Auckland, we're not obviously a big conference destination, but we can certainly offer incredible holidays after people have been to conferences, or if you've got international speakers, come up to Hokianga and stay at our place, and we can show them around.
Do you have any goals or aspirations to be a space where conferences can come to?
No, I don't think Hokianga is that.
Right.
I think, and I like that about Hokianga. I think, we're 8 to 80 people max, but I think that's the uniqueness of it, is that space to have that connection, to have those discussions, and feel like you're away from all the noise and the distractions. Yeah.
A lot of people are talking about storytelling. What is the story that you're telling?
We're telling? Look, I guess the thing for us is, we talk about Hokianga as being the birth of Aotearoa. It's where Kupe came through. It's our creation story of Tāne Mahuta. But our story is, it's around wellbeing. It's around leadership. It's around coming to discover yourself and new possibilities and walking away with perspective. And there's a story in that, for sure. Yeah.
Do you need someone to come out and do a recce?
Absolutely.
Because I will volunteer to come out.
And bring the whānau, bring the family. We've got some beautiful 2-bedroom places. The kids can be in one room and you guys in the other. Or we've got a beautiful luxury villa if you just want a couple's, night away. Yeah. Fireplace, spa.
I love it.
Yeah.
I thank you so much, Kylee.
Thanks,
it's been a pleasure to chat.
Oh, no, Mickey.